The Trump administration is declaring a fake emergency to sell weapons to Saudi Arabia.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Trump administration chose the Friday afternoon before Memorial Day weekend to invoke an obscure state of emergency provision that would allow it to sell billions of dollars in weapons to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates without giving Congress a chance to block the sale. A Democratic congressional source told The Intercept on Friday that the administration was using the measure to clear a backlog of more than 20 proposed arms sales to Saudi Arabia and the UAE, many of which would be blocked if they came to a vote in the Senate. In a statement on Friday, Senator Bob Menendez, the top Democrat on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, said that in notifying Congress of its plans, the Trump administration had described years of malign Iranian behavior but failed to identify what actually constitutes an emergency today. Menendez previously held up $2 billion in sales of precision-guided bombs to Saudi Arabia and the UAE over human rights concerns. In the days after Saddam Hussein invaded Kuwait in 1990, for example, President George H.W. Bush invoked it to transfer M60 tanks and F-15 aircraft to Saudi Arabia to secure its northeastern border. Connecticut Democratic Senator Chris Murphy, who warned days ago that the Trump administration would try to circumvent Congress, said that President Donald Trump is only using the loophole because he knows he cannot sell weapons to Saudi Arabia any other way. The move has also alarmed arms control advocates, who have argued for restrictions on arms sales to Saudi Arabia, especially in the wake of the murder last year of Saudi dissident and Washington Post contributing columnist Jamal Khashoggi.
This post received a score of 43,120, with an upvote ratio of 83%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I don't fucking want a war with Iran.
Nobody wants that. Except those who see billion-dollar and trillion-dollar in their future with that war.
I've met more than a few guys who enlisted just because they like the prospect of legally getting to shoot people, or otherwise Project Authority. The normal people who serve are usually pretty freaked out by them.
I was also talking about the general population. We all know there are always those special cases in every single field of life, unfortunately.
This couldn't possibly have anything to do with Saudi Arabia not being able to get their Italian weapons after the union workers' strike last week, could it? Nah, no way. And #X200B. Must just be a coincidence, like when someone shoots themselves in the back head 3 times.
God bless those Italian protesters.
Just one of the many benefits of unions.
Strong unions that are free of corruption are the bedrock of a proper social democracy.
4-year-old son of London-based exiled Saudi Said Al-Ghamdi is banned from travel to join his father by Saudi regime. The amount of immunity Saudi Arabia is receiving from world governments and the media is just disgusting.
How many founding fathers do you think we could fit in Bill and Ted's phone booth?
Minus Bill and Ted themselves, they got 7 historical figures in a phone booth, which is a most triumphant amount when talking about how many founding fathers will fit in a time-traveling phone booth. Yeah, but while they're on their most excellent adventure, someone needs to protect the babes, dude.
All good. Just take them to the DC Circle K. I hear there's strange things afoot there.
Saudi Arabia, I get along with all of them. They buy apartments from me. They spend $40 million, $50 million, Trump said during a presidential campaign rally in Alabama in August 2015. Am I supposed to dislike them? I like them very much. At another rally that year, Trump said of the Saudis, I make a lot of money from them, they buy all sorts of my stuff. All kinds of toys from Trump. They pay me millions and hundreds of millions.
From Trump's perspectives, freedom of speech, democracy and human rights are much less important than personal profits.
1. President Trump has defended Saudi Crown Prince MBS and his murder of a Washington Post journalist. 2. The Trump administration reportedly floated the idea of extraditing a legal U.S. resident to appease a dictator in Turkey in an attempt to cover the Saudi dictator's grotesque murder of a different legal U.S. resident. 3. In 2017, Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman ousted his cousin, former Crown Prince Mohammed bin Nayef, upending an established line of succession by taking his place as next in line to the throne. 7. Jared Kushner held the 33-year-old monarch in high esteem and through the Trump administration's support behind the prince not long before MBS seized control of Saudi Arabia.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.